Greetings from Dystopia. How you doing, guys? Episode 14. Out in the woods today. Finished my run, came across a pretty nice spot. Figured I'd stop and talk to you guys for a couple minutes and then go back to the van and finish the rest of it. Good run today. 3.03 miles. Springtime, got a lot of bugs. Pretty good day today. Not very many people at all in the woods. I passed 2 mountain bikers and 1 runner. The runner was coming, we were going opposite ways, which is kind of a no-no in that preserve. They actually have a sign up that mountain bikers are to go, clockwise. Hikers and runners are to go counterclockwise so that you're always head-on with each other. Obviously he didn't read the sign, but not that big of a deal. We did talk for a couple of minutes. He was interested in the running vest that I had on. He has an older Solomon, and he kind of liked the REI one for its lack of features, which is kind of what I like about it too. It's pretty simple, pretty straightforward. There's no fancy gizmos to it, as you guys saw the other day when I showed it. It's actually really nice out today. We're sitting at 63 degrees right now. As you can tell, the sun is out. I'm not going to complain one bit, although I should probably take off my glasses. No, still dark. That's all right? We can live with harsh light after a winter. After a long winter, I'll take all the harsh light I can get. This particular preserve I'm at, where I ran at, is about a mile west of here. I extended 1 more mile to hit this piece of preserve because this particular trail has been closed off for 4 years, and they just opened the trail back up. So I wanted to kind of take a look at it and see if this has any potential for running. It's very flat, but the ground is nice. It's the perfect mix of, I guess you'd say, loam and clay. It's very soft surface. I ran in here just a little bit just to see what it feels like, and it's a pretty good trail. Some trees down. The ranger that I saw a few minutes ago said that they will be out sometime later this week to start removing deadfall from the trail. This will be a designated trail running and hiking path only. It is a I think he said 2.9 mile loop. So no mountain bikes, which means no wear and tear on the trail other than people and animals. So I'm kind of glad to see that. I'm getting a little tired of running on trails that are used by mountain bikers. They tend to, I've complained about it before, so I'll just leave it at that. Good day. I will post a picture right over here. Found some more bloodroot today. Found a beautiful little cluster of it. Managed to snap a photo. I'm just running along. Hey! ADD, had to turn around and go back. That reminded me I need to look in this patch for trillium today. So I'll take a quick round up back this way and loop around just through the woods and see if I can find some trillium. I did find 1 tick today. Right after I came out, I happened to look down at my pant leg, and he's working his way up the pant leg. So yeah, that time of the year coming. I hate ticks. I hate ticks with a passion. I always say if an animal or an insect has a purpose, then by all means don't kill it, but I cannot figure out the purpose of a tick other than to feed possums. I didn't want to thought he was going to answer me there. More pileatids or pileated woodpeckers today. Saw a group of 6-ish. Couldn't quite see all of them, but they were just cattering back and forth and flying from tree to tree. I love seeing those things. Any kind of woodpecker, but blue jays make me extremely happy. Just had a message come up, but I can't tell what it was. It was not the overheating one from yesterday, so we're good there. I'm hoping the volume level is okay on this. I can fix it in the edit, but sadly I found out that my Rode microphone that works on my Lumix, it works on my iPod, or my iPhone, it works on the iPad, even with the right cable, does not work properly on Android. You plug into the jack and it just mutes the mic altogether. However, it works on one of my Android tablets, so yeah, is what it is. I might need to find a different, they may make a different cable for Pixel. It might be that the ring tip, too technical, might be that the ring and the tip are reversed on the Pixel. Although a headset works, it may be that the connection's left open when you insert the jack, so it mutes the mic. So might need a special cable. I do have two different cables, one for iPhone and one for everything else, so it would not surprise me in the least. I'll shoot some video with the iPhone coming up. I have a Beast cage. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it. It's a metal and nylon cage with a separate lens that works with any phone, but I typically use the iPhone with it. The Pixel has a much better camera, but with the amorphic lens, I haven't actually tried the Pixel, and it's a good thought. But you can't shoot in this selfie mode like I'm in right now, so might make it a little more difficult, but it's alright, we'll get there. Still no word back from Lumix. Somebody actually messaged me and asked me about it. No word back on my camera yet. They did say 24 to 48 business hours, so they might as well just said 7 to 10 days or 5 to 7 days, whatever, rather than giving you an expectation of hours. Plus I'm trying to be patient given the COVID. But yeah, that's it. So we're gonna, I got 7 minutes here? Yeah. I'll walk you guys down the trail a little bit and show you around. But I did sneak out with my coffee. I'm not totally in the woods. Well, I am in the woods, but I did bring my coffee with, because I need my coffee. Alright, let's take you off of this tree. I had you mounted on this tree right here. I can't, well, you're gonna have to look at me this way. This is actually, as I try and turn you around a little bit, it's actually a beautiful piece of wood here. I like that they let it run fallow for a while, so it'll kind of, you know, revert back to a natural state instead of people running through it. I'm obviously walking a deer trail because I have deer hooves everywhere. Right now I'm just walking looking for some trillium, which is pretty high up there in my favorite natives, favorite wildflowers. Oh, check this out. There is an animal skull. I'm not 100% sure. I think this is I'm going to guess it's a possum. There's no other carcass, so this one's been out here a while. Let me stop the video, shoot a photo, and then I will come back to video. Hang on, guys. Alright, now I took the photos. Not quite sure. That may actually be a canine. But looking at the tooth structure, I'm leaning more towards it being a raccoon, but it could be a canine. We will, I'll do a skull comparison later and look it up. I know. Take a look around here. I love a piece of wood like this. Just a nice open hardwood area. other than the age of some of the trees, this would be a nice area to come out and put a hammock up and spend a day or two. Sadly, there's no camping in this preserve. The preserve where I run at, you routinely see people in there, and it's obvious they've been camping. Guy that used to work with us at my last job, material handler, was telling me that he actually had camped in that wood multiple times. If I was Trillium, I would be right over here, but behind you guys is a green grassy area, which makes me think the soil is a little more fertile. Maybe we can find some Trillium over here. If you're not familiar with Trillium, I shared a photo of it the other day on my wall that somebody had posted, and Trillium is a three petal flower. I've seen them in white and kind of a pale pink. Apparently there's a yellow Trillium, but I've never seen it. I don't know if you can see the... Can I get a look at the grass down there or not? Not super grassy, but nice little spread. Nope. Almost walked into a stick there. A branch on a small shrub. No, I figured, sure as hell, I would find a Trillium right here. Evidence of a previous burn here. This is a little too flat to find bloodroot. Now I'm on a different deer trail. It's funny to see all their hoof prints in the mud. I was going to say footprints, but yeah, close enough, right? Alright, so we'll head out of here and go back onto the trail. Once we get around some of these little shrubs. Ow, that one hit me in the neck. Alright. Now, back on the trail. That way goes back to the car. What am I at? 10, a little over 11 minutes now. We can walk down this way a little bit, right? Jim, you cracked me up yesterday with your comment, or last night on yesterday's video on episode 13. Jim said, living in a van down by a river. Sorry, I know my camera work sucks today, but had a hard time getting up and getting motivated this morning. I love that sound of the leaves as you walk on them. I'm just dragging my feet just to get the extra sound. Some of these old trees up here, I can only imagine these babies in the summer in their full splendor, I guess you could say. I've not seen one wildflower of any type out here. There is a flower I'm gonna keep an eye on. I saw the shoots today coming up, sprouts, whatever you want to call them. Looking at the shoots or the sprouts coming up. I get the feeling this might turn out to be some type of a tulip. It reminds me very much of tulips. It's only 3 blades coming up, so I'll keep an eye on that on my run over the next couple of days and see what develops out of that. Oh yeah, this is going to be a nice trail. Yep, nice and comfy on your feet. I get the feeling this is just a loop like he was saying. I've never been on it. I'm not going to walk the whole loop, but seems to me he said there's a middle leg Oh yeah, now I see what he was talking about with some deadfall. There's a lot of, I don't know how well they're showing up on camera, but there's a lot of branches out here in the middle of the trail. I am surprised I have not seen my first snake yet. Usually by now I've seen a garter snake or two. Nothing yet this year. I like snakes. I know most people don't. I have no fear of snakes. I give them a lot of respect. Hey Jim, I just got your text. Yep. I'll give you a call or give you a text back here in a little while. We finished recording this episode. I like it when it says, "What's up, Holmes?" But yeah, Jim's thing yesterday of living in a van down by a river made me think about it, and I wanted to load the car up this week and I haven't got a chance to do it, so I'm going to start on it tomorrow. I may actually wanted to load it up last week. I'm debating on taking a 0 day or 2. I know I mentioned it the other day. To kind of give this adductor a bit of a rest. It does feel better now that I've shortened my distance, my running distance, and nice little swampy area here behind me. It's actually really pretty. Got some type of native, looks like a reed of some type growing up. I can get it in there, right down in there, right there. Keep an eye on this loop. This does look like it'd be a pretty loop, if not to run, just to walk. But anyways, yeah. So I've been, I cut down the distances I was going. My running, I've gotten a lot less aggressive this past week and a half or so, to just, give it some time. A lot of stretching at night, a lot of rolling that orb, that little ball, up and down the muscle. I've had the heat pad out a little bit. Just trying to, give it a bit of a rest. And like I joked about yesterday, I'm a little older. Most of us are a little older. So yeah, it takes a while. It takes a bit longer to heal. And I would rather heal and have to slow down a little bit and heal up rather than doing some damage permanently or something requiring a surgical intervention, which this probably wouldn't at all. The other day, I stepped over, I think I was shooting video with you guys, and I stepped over a little drainage creek. That's one of the spring creeks that's up there in the wood. And it pinged, and that tendon ping shot all the way up into my groin. That got my attention real quick. Piles and piles of deer poop. So obviously we know Bambi's out here. But yeah, so Jim's thing about living in a van down by the river. Finished loading up the van, and probably as soon as this is over, I'm going to go take a 2 to 3 day thorn. The other one I haven't figured out why they exist. Any type of thorn bush. Roses I get. I mean, I know why they have thorns. I'm not. Just annoying when you get cut on them. That's the other thing I'm not looking forward to running in the woods in the warmer weather, is all of these thorns and briars that we have up here. If you guys don't know, I'm in north central Illinois. And we've got briar out here that is like blue jay. When I first heard it there, I thought it was a screech owl. That's why I stopped. Anyways, that the briar is like super thin, and you don't see it while you're walking along, but suddenly it jabs you in the leg, and it burns about like a nestle or a nettle. Ich denke auf Deutsch und babble in English. So yeah, it's like it does have a burning sensation to it, and it's that thing is annoying. So I can just imagine myself running in the woods and tripping into those things. Speaking of thorns, yikes! Get out of there. That, put it against my shirt here. That stuck me in the leg. Welcome to the woods. The worst I've ever gotten into, though, is the Brennnessel, stinging nettles in Germany. I was riding my mountain bike and wiped out in a curve, and when I did, I slipped off of the trail and went right into a big patch of nettle. And it was all sweaty, so it gave it the route to get in there and burn even more. Oh yeah, there's a lot of deadfall in here. So yeah, this is a pretty piece of wood. I can imagine how beautiful this is in the summer. But yeah, once they get this cleaned up, this will be nice. I'm glad to see that the preserve is closing trails and letting them, kind of heal themselves a little bit. Sorry, I'm stepping over that tree. I remember that in Germany too. That was a fairly common thing. You'd go to an area and you would look at the topo map and you'd say, oh, this is a nice area to go ride or whatever, and you get there and you get out in the wood and the Forstmeister had closed half of the trails to let them go fallow, and then come back and recreate the trail. It's fine. It gives nature a chance to heal itself. So we got a middle, that must be the middle trail he's talking about. It's right up through there. You can kind of see the path as it goes up through that way. So apparently I'm walking the whole loop without even realizing it. It's okay, a little extra walk never hurt, right? Get some extra distance in my route. My movement for the day. No mileage updates that I noticed from anybody else or steps. So we'll get there. I just think it'd be good. There comes Southwest Airlines flight. I saw one FedEx cargo earlier. But yeah, get you guys to post up your distances or your steps. Kind of a boost to the others. I'm fine with it if you do, but don't be jerks to each other and say, ha, I got more steps than you. I can imagine that would get kind of annoying quick. But then again, I'm sure you guys probably feel that way sometimes when I would post up my steps. And I forgot what my record was in one day, 42,000. That was a high mileage day. All right, yeah, I see the van through the wood up here. So this loop is not as long as he said it was. Nothing saying you can't run it twice. Walk through another thorn bush. Taking a look for ticks. Don't see any. I'll edit some of this out before you guys see it so I don't bore you to death. All right. We'll take one more look around. Here's the park's water tank. Hope you can barely see it. There's the van right there. Yeah, this looks like this will be a nice trail when they get it opened back up. The one side, the gate is down. This side, the wire is still across. Alright guys, I'll catch up with you in a little bit in the car. See ya. Alright, so we're back in the van. I got the started it up, turned on the AC. It actually got really hot in this thing. Or surprisingly hot given the time of the year. But yeah, good day overall. Hope everybody's doing well. No real changes. John Wayne. I will post up here probably later today, if I remember. John was looking for projects to do with his kids, or was it grandkids? I forget now. With the Raspberry Pi. It turns out John has a breadboard and a pile of electronic components, so he's looking for projects to do with the kids. There's a whole bunch of super easy ones that I can think of off the top of my head that involve minimal programming, and that's what do you call it in English? Lichtschrank. Light sensor, light cabinet, light box. Basically a photoelectric sensor, so if you cover it, the LED will come on. You open it up, LED goes off. But most of those are actually on the Raspberry Pi Foundation's website, so that's actually a fairly good resource, and there's multiple maker spaces with different project ideas and code examples. I think almost everything I've done on the Raspberry Pi, I've used somebody else's example code and then just modified it for my need. It does simplify it a great bit today. I don't know if you guys saw my joke about allergies the other day. Yesterday, I think I posted. I don't know if I got 5 days to live or I need a dose of Claritin. In my case, I know it's allergies, but this is not shaping up to be a good year allergy-wise. If already, I was going to say the first part of March. It's actually the first part of April. But yeah, if I'm already having allergies, it's going to be an interesting year. So yeah, me and Claritin might be friends again this year. Alright, that's it. I will cut this short. Make a shorter one again today. Get you guys back out there. Get you back some time with your families. Hopefully I'm providing a short break where you're not being not being run down by the family. Yeah, thinking a lot about my Army friends lately. I think in a lot of ways I'd rather be stuck with you guys than I'm not gonna. I got a lot of personal comments, but I'm just gonna hold those for now. When this is all said and done, I'll let the hammer drop. But yeah, that's it, guys. Have a good one. Be good. Be well. See you soon.